Hello and welcome back to APG, or in this case, RPG. I'm Red. We started recording without Rob. Why? Because I felt like it.
Because Red likes to play this game and does not want you to miss a single bit of it.
Yes, exactly. There you go. So I'm here with Mikella.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, she's still here. We love her. I'm glad she's still here.
Yay! I am still here.
Yep. And we love you for that. Alright, I killed some guys. Cool. This combat is really weird. And this is probably going to come as a surprise, but I never actually played on the original Xbox. Ever.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is my first time playing on an Xbox. Because I went from an N64 straight up to an Xbox One. That was the first gaming system I ever bought.
Well, if it's any consolation, I went from PC to Game Boy, and it's several generations after that. Like, original Game Boy, you guys.
Oh, man.
To every, what feels like every single console that Alch owns. So my brain has been exploding with all of these new games.
Right.
And I'm busy looking at Pinterest for all kinds of Doctor Who stuff. Because I miss watching Doctor Who. I want to start back at number 9 and see how far I can get. I have a feeling I will stop after watching The Silence again because I lost interest. That's about the time I lost interest the last time.
Right? I
figured out the story of River. And I was like, okay, I am done now. Wait, there's still more? No, I'm not interested.
I think what it is like... Enemy... Okay, press A to continue. Like, how do I... Is there anything I can do? Oh, okay. Cycle through eligible targets while in combat. Only hostiles will be targetable. Okay. I guess I just stand here.
Can you shoot and hit them?
Like, I'm already doing that. I don't...
Well, there you go, I guess.
This is weird.
Oh, he's dead.
Activate a highlighted combat feed. Characters available. Combat feeds appear to...
Rapid shot attack.
Oh, hello. That makes this a lot easier, is that I can actually do a feat. Pew pew pew!
Pew 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 pew. Pew pew.
Okay, so they died.
Look
And
at you shooting up all the bad guys.
I'm hurt, so medpack. Alright,
Stab yourself in the leg.
right?
There you go.
Okay, credits. Okay. Why is it always credits? It's always credits in any sci-fi, like, period. It's always credits. It's never some, like, made-up currency. It's not ever, like... The only one where it's not credits is Star Trek, where they're like, we don't do money anymore. Why? Because that was a stupid system. And I'm like, okay. I can buy that. And then the only exception to that is the Ferengi who are like, no, but we love capitalism. To the point where our entire society is based off of nothing but capitalism. Want to sell your neighbor? You can for the right price.
Oh my goodness.
And that's why we like the Ferengi.
To be honest, I'm more of a Star Wars fan than a Star Trek fan.
Yeah?
I don't know what the shortened phonetic name would be for Star Wars. I know there's Trekkies.
Yeah.
I don't know what the equivalent would be for Star Wars, but I only say that I'm more of a Star Wars fan because I've actually seen all the movies
Yeah?
of Star Wars, and mainly have only seen, like, snippets here and there of Star Trek.
Hey, I have a frag grenade. Suck that.
Bye, everybody. You're all dead now.
I was just like, suck it. I don't care. Hey, look, there's a dead Jedi. I bet I'm supposed to, like, take her stuff. And I base that off of I want to take her stuff.
There are dead bodies. They have things that I want and can sell, so they're mine.
Yep. That is exactly how that works.
And unlike Skyrim, there is no carrying capacity.
Yay. Oh, yay. No, but like, okay, so I didn't start off like I watched Star Wars growing up. Like, my mom took me to go see the movies when they got released in theaters. Like, how many re-releases
in the year
ago? 19 something. 1990 something.
1990.
And like, it was the biggest thing when I was little, and we would always play Star Wars on the playground, and that's how I got my first kiss, is because I was playing Princess Leia and somebody else was playing Han Solo, and of course then you have to kiss because Han Solo and Leia kiss.
I love you. I know.
Yeah. I may have mentioned that as a child I was a horrible flirt. Yeah, nothing has changed. Mom left me alone for like 5 minutes when I was 3, and I was complaining the whole time on this hike, and then she turns around and there I am holding hands with a boy, and I'm no longer complaining. 3. I was 3.
Aww. Little baby Red.
Forever flirt. Right. I go to security. No, so that's what I started off with, and everyone kept and my aunt is a Trekkie, and she was always saying, you love Star Trek, you love Star Trek, and everyone I always met, why don't you watch Star Trek? You would clearly love it. And I was like, whatever, and then I started watching it, and I was like, oh my god, I love Star Trek.
They're right.
And the other part about it is like when I watched the original, like, I took film history in college, and so I understood that, you know, this was something that was, you know, important. So, because Star Trek actually changed so much, just like historically for TV. You had the first interracial kiss ever on Star Trek. Mm-hmm. You had the first black female character who was not a maid.
Yeah.
Like, these were important roles. Star Trek did very important things. There were episodes that were very clearly very progressive for the time, and that didn't change when they went to Next Generation. You had some really progressive episodes, one of which made me freaking cry, like, just bawling, like, the entire time. Like, I think about it now, and I start bursting out into tears because, and I think it was probably more emotional for me because it was very heavily trans related. Like, for real, it was trans issues that they were going over, because at the time, like, right before this was before trans was considered not a mental health issue.
Oh, okay.
Because this was the 80s. So, and like, trans didn't become not a mental health because it used to be, if you were trans, you just had a mental illness.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're not really that. You just have a mental illness that makes you think that way. And then in the 80s, late 80s and early 90s, it was like, no, these are actual, like, people are actually just like that. Mm-hmm. Like, no, they really are just a woman trapped in a different body. Or a guy trapped in a different body. And not even long after that, it was, no, they just honestly are both genders at once. So, like, a lot of these things, like, oh, bigender, that's something that Tumblr came up with. No, that was honestly something that came during the 90s. Like, before Tumblr. Before the internet.
Can you imagine that, people? There was a time before internet.
Right? So Star Trek had this episode that was this entire race of genderless people.
Talk to your grandparents if you don't know what that feels like.
Right? There's, like, this group of totally genderless people on this planet in Star Trek, and one of the characters is like, no, I'm female. And that was really weird for them, because they're like, no, we don't have gender. So, like, you had this character who... Okay.
Leveling up.
No, I want to go back. I want to go back. Go. How do I go back?
I don't know. B.
There we go. Thank you. Okay, so I want that.
Reading the screen helps sometimes, you guys.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Okay, so I can't up that one. Do I want to...
Be more aware of your surroundings.
Right? Or do I want to treat injury? Or I guess repair, that is a class skill. Okay, accept. Feats.
With all of this battling, are you going to become a Jedi?
I think that? I don't know. I've never played this before.
Oh, okay.
Implant level 1. Can I get to? No. Prerequisites. I have to be level 4. Okay. +1 skill bonus to repair, security, and computer use. Provides a +1 bonus to all saving throws, reflecting the character's excellent physical condition. Power attack adds +5 damage to the next attack, but -3 to hit. +5 damage to the next attack, but also -3 to hit. Sniper shot. This feat doubles the critical threat range of ranged attacks. If the attack hits, the target is also stunned for 6 seconds. Okay, that's interesting. I could do that. Kind of want to at least make sure, yeah. Yes. Okay, accept. I have to remember it's not A. Alright, I guess I'm done? I don't get to add any points, I guess? Huh. Alright, so exit. Oh, do I have to level him up too?
I don't know.
Scripts? Huh. Back. Huh. How did I... What do I...
Start to exit. There we go.
Okay, so I leveled up.
Hey, we are now a level higher.
How do I go back to the other character? What is this? No!
I don't know.
There we go. Okay. Got it. I was like, what the frick is happening? There's so many buttons on this controller. There's start and back, and then there's black and white, and...
Now you know how I feel every time somebody hands me a controller of any kind.
I'm just like, there's so many buttons!
Let's put it this way, people. I'm used to Game Boy. That is A, B, start, select, and a D-pad, and that's it. You give me anything else other than that, and I'm like, what do I do with this?
Right, okay, so Star Trek, right, you had that character who was like, I'm female. And that was, like, really progressive for the time, because it's like...
I am woman, hear me roll.
Yeah, right, but it's a genderless society, so for them, that's weird.
Yeah.
And so so, like, it would be, you know, come on, brain, work! It would be dangerous for her to come out, because then they would be like, no, you know, you're just messed up. We're going to help you by brainwashing you into thinking that's not really what you are, because that's what they used to do to trans people.
Oh, goodness.
So, and she gives this speech at the end during her trial that's just like, I literally just burst into tears, because I'm like, yes, that is exactly it.
So I'm right in assuming you guys just wanted to start in the second episode without me.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
It's Alch, everybody. It's back to APG, not RPG.
It's still RPG.
Yeah.
With an RPG. But no, I found out why Darth Malik's name is Malik.
Why?
This changed the soft C on Malice to a hard C.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of dumb.
And then worked all of the Darth names are dumb. My God.
I think I was blacking out because I was trying to look up more Doctor Who stuff.
Ah.
How
That
long
was
have
your
we
first
been
mistake.
recording?
13
for about
minutes.
14 minutes. 14 and a half.
Wait, crap, I missed the equipped on your belt. You can use stealth skill without one. You can't use your stealth skill without one. Okay. Then use the D-pad to cycle through your action menu. Press A.
You want to
Okay.
sit here again?
I'm good.
Okay.
Stealth. Hello. Okay, but now what am I supposed to do?
RPG
Go to
stuff.
the next checkpoint, I suppose.
Sith Trooper is on the other side. Okay. How do I'm...
Attack.
No, it said white to continue.
Ah.
Okay. So then I...
Pew pew pew.
Pew pew! Pew pew pew!
Church bench.
Select B to disengage if you don't want to be in combat.
Wow. That's a lot to unpack.
What?
So, Twitter ad, actually Facebook ad that somebody reposted on Twitter, says, grow your boy to be a man.
Oh, Lord.
Not a man, a men.
Oh, Lord.
Grow your boy so it splits in two through meiosis. Wait, no. Is mitosis or meiosis the one where you get more cells? Mitosis. Meiosis is when you get zygotes.
Yeah.
Split through mitosis, child. And then the
that
second
is
line
weird.
of the ad is, don't let your boy pee like a girl.
Oh, Lord.
They are urinals shaped like frogs. Because I remember when I was a young man, taught how to piss in a frog's mouth.
What?
I don't even know, like, how to start trying to make sense of any of that. Because it's all stupid.
This is just... Like, okay, I'm throwing this out there. One, I think every guy out there knows this. The safer bet, if you woke up in the middle of the night, is to just sit down.
Right?
Because, and even then, you sometimes still piss on the floor, but at least the percentage of that is much lower. Because if you're like half asleep and hungover, you're gonna piss on the floor if you try to stand up. Just a little bit. Sometimes a lot of it. Sometimes you need a mop. Nobody wants to deal with that.
Computer slicing tutorial. You starboard.
That's right, it's Star Wars, so it's not hacking, it's slicing.
What the fuck ever.
Because this is the same thing that goes, it's just like a proton gun through butter. What? Does the Star Wars universe not have hot knives? Has nobody in the Star Wars universe thought to themselves, man, this knife sure does cut through butter, but you know what would help? Heat. Let's heat the knife. Nobody thought of that. They just went straight to make the knife out of plasma.
Okay, but it toasts as it cuts.
We're not talking... I hope you don't toast the butter. I'm talking about butter.
Oh, I was thinking toasting bread as you slice it.
And I got you there, but, like, don't toast the butter. That means your butter's burnt now. That's a problem.
Activate droid's shield. Engage droid in patrol mode. Cool.
Control mode engaged.
And destroy any enemies and encounters. Sweet.
Helpful. Very helpful.
Leave it alone. Droid engages in patrol mode, moves off to carry out your programmed instructions. Yay!
Yes, master. Roger, roger.
Roger, roger. That was like more than half of the whole Clone Wars is just the droids being stupid in adorable ways. Like every other 5 seconds, Roger, roger. And I'm just like, I love them. It's like, can I root for the droids? No, but they're so cute! How do I know I can just... Oh, that's 2 crew members left on the Endor Spire. Yeah, I guess we gotta get in the escape pod.
Let's not get into the escape pod together.
Yup. Experience points. Woo. Did I level up?
I don't think so.
Okay. His name is Garth. I'm not gonna be able to think of anything except the guy I tried to date who then turned out to be a dickhole.
Really, because my thought was Wayne's World?
Oh,
which
so
might
that-
be a more positive takeaway than your dickhole almost X.
Alright, let's get in the escape pod. Use escape pod.
Let's get in the escape pod with Garth.
With Garth Brooks! Damn it, this is gonna be all I can think of!
Does he hang out with Wally, Dick, and Roy?
Oh my god.
What about Donna? I don't want to leave Donna, Raven, and Lilith out of this. There are girl titans too.
Everything is Garth.
Garth.
Everything is Garth now!
Like, this is wrong with me, but I know exactly what we need to do for the next art stream, Red.
What?
Just a skull belching out the word Garth to be a t-shirt. Or a card,
I'm down for that.
or a card mat.
I'm...
And I probably shouldn't share that in the middle of an episode, but seriously. Like...
I'm so
just
down for that.
Garth!
Garth!
Thank the Lord for Space Twinks.
What?
So there's a guy on Twitter named Space Twinks. His real name's Colin.
His name is Space Twinks. I love him already.
And he specifically pulls up the sales numbers of comics
Okay.
to point out what's working and what's not.
Okay.
His biggest point has been for the last couple months that when My Hero Academia is outselling Spider-Man, Marvel's doing something wrong.
It's true.
Not that My Hero Academia isn't great,
Yeah, because it is. It's so good.
but Spider-Man should be outselling it in the month there was a Spider-Man movie.
Right? And it wasn't.
By 10 points it wasn't.
God damn.
Also, please don't put your foot on that, it'll pick up on the mic.
Your heartbeat will pick up on the mic.
Seriously?
No,
No,
I'm
the jostling of the broken shelf falling.
Oh.
Because you were about to put your foot on the broken shelf that falls.
Oh. Oh, oops.
Then, of course, the other issue of it will break the shelf. Anyway, as you can guess, one of our shelves broke.
Just in case you did not pick up on all of that subtlety.
But yeah, like, I'm looking at his analysis of this, right?
Yeah.
And he's kind of pointing out something that Marvel trying to make a big event, Marvel or DC, if they have a big event, it should be the top. That's how events should work.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been so saturated with events over the last 10 years, standard Batman issues are outselling the event comics. Now, to make it worse, last month's Batman issue is outselling this month's event comic.
What the fuck?
Because there's been too many god-dang event comics. Now, like, Batman selling well is not surprising.
Mm-hmm.
He's Batman,
It's Batman.
right? If you're going to expect any two characters to sell well, any two characters to sell well in a month where there's no new movie, it's Batman and Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
right?
The most beloved of characters.
But, like, Spider-Man's at the bottom of the 10 here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Red's trying to eat my arm again.
No, you do that when the recorder's off. We've been over this. And like, okay, and X-Men's outselling the event comic.
Woo! X-Men!
Standard bogline X-Men. Oh, it's a number 1 issue though, so that makes sense. But when you have an event, and issue 26 of Batman is outselling you, your event sucks.
Yep.
Especially when it's an event starring one of your biggest characters.
Yep.
And like, I'm looking at the rest of these, just for like some insight as to what's going on. Just a third party.
My fidget cube. I'm playing with it.
A third string Star Wars character is outselling Captain America right now.
Well, I mean, Captain America's being written by Nick Spencer.
Yeah, and that's what the point he's trying to make here is.
Yep.
That Captain America should not be this far behind. Like normal Star Wars, sure.
Yeah.
A Star Wars tie-in starring a main character like Luke or Darth Vader or Obi-Wan, That'd be reasonable, right?
Obi-Wan.
Because those are household names,
Yep.
right?
Thank you, movies.
Dr. Aphra is outselling Captain America by 3 points.
Hot damn.
And not, when I say 3 points, let me get you the actual numbers here of what the difference is. 3 points in this case is about 600 issues that month. How do you sell 600 more issues than Chris Evans's likeness
Right?
when you're somebody nobody's heard of?
Probably because you're better written.
Yes, that is exactly what the problem is.
Yeah. Because, I'm sorry, it's not edgy to make someone a Nazi. It's just stupid.
dumb.
It's just dumb. It's like stupid and cliche and dumb, and nobody actually enjoys it. Nobody enjoys it, except for the neo-Nazis. And why would you want to make anything that they enjoy?
Specifically,
I will say, for that I did find something on Pinterest earlier today
Yeah.
that I thought was quite hilarious and did involve the Hail Hydra thing.
Oh yeah, I remember. It was like...
Which it was quite humorous.
Yeah, it was what comic book characters should never say, or what people, or what leading fandom characters should never say, or
Yeah,
something.
so it's like Captain America says Hail Hydra, which was
Yeah.
part of the comic, because I don't know, I don't watch the comic,
Yeah.
or read the comic rather. Then you had Batman saying, I shot my parents. And then you had a badly drawn version of Sonic saying, Hail the Eggman Corporation or whatever.
really, because for me, Sonic should just never say, whoa, I should slow down a little. Sonic has to go fast. Here's how this works. Cap punches Nazis. Spider-Man's very concerned about what his responsibilities are.
Oh, which was one of the other
Fuck
ones.
responsibility.
Okay. And Sonic should think to himself, should I go fast?
I think one of my favorite
Well, I
ones
gotta.
though was Elsa going,
Hold on to it.
never let never let go. And I was just like, yeah, that's hilarious.
So that's the only time I think that is funny.
Oh. No, here's one that's hilarious to me.
And I did enjoy it.
Somebody's been talking about the idea of Superman and Batman are both like bastions of peace,
Yeah.
and that it should totally be canon that neither of them ever lie about it. Bruce Wayne, why is it that you can't do jury duty? Truth is, I'm Batman. That sounds like a hell of an excuse, Mr. Wayne. Time to sit on this jury.
Oh my god.
Because no one would believe it.
Right?
No one would believe it. Same thing with Clark Kent and Superman. And everyone... I think we'll talk about this next time.
Okay.
Because I have strong opinions on Clark Kent and Superman.
Okay, guys.
Make sure you click the eye and click the squares.
Yep.
If you want to subscribe, hit the circle in the middle. Hit the bell icon.
You want to give us money, we will take it.
There's our Patreon
There's links down
link
below.
Yep.
below and in the eye and all that other stuff.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. We love you. Come back later.